What's going on, freaks? It's Big E here. Welcome back to the Ironman Challenge. We're on Susie. This is our Undead Mage, and as you can see, we are heading into the Undercity, the ruins of Lordaeron. I got slow fall up. I used it to jump off the Zeppelin because I'm cool. Anyway,
hey,
here's a little greeting for you. We were in Orgrimmar last episode, and we hit the big level 20, and we got some new abilities. Couple of upgraded spell ranks, and I'm very happy about this one. We have Blink. That's going to come in quite handy. The reason we're in the Undercity is because we're going to fly back to the Sepulchre, and we have some green quests we're going to be taking care of. That's right. Oh! Should have blinked through that. Anyway, I'm also very excited. For the last hour, I was trying to figure something out, and I actually succeeded. I'm going to show you what it is, if anybody's interested.
How may I be of service?
Oh, that's right. I got the voiceover add-on for something else that's happening. May or may not be happening.
Farewell.
Anyway, you guys know whenever I'm recording, if I'm in Stormwind and Ironforge, especially those two, you'll see me hit escape key, go to options, go to audio, and move the music volume down to 15%. If you log out of the game, come back in and set it to 20%, or it'll automatically go back to 20%. And it's just too loud. It competes with the voice, in my opinion. And I had looked up, like, is there a way to figure this out, make it so I can make a macro or something? I could never find anything. Today, I spent about an hour on this. Was able to figure it out using the system API list that you can actually see. I'll show you where it is. But anyway, I've done the work for you. You don't have to worry about it. If that's something you're interested in, you can just pause the video and copy this. What this will do is sets the music volume for, in my case, to 15%, so 0.15. If you wanted it 10%, obviously it would be 0.1. 5% is 0.05, I think. I don't know. I didn't try 5%. Whatever the percentage is there. If you want it maxed out, just set it to, I think, 5. I don't know. Anyway, this is the deal. Just made a little macro, so now all I have to do is press the button. So if we open up chat here, if anybody's interested, I probably not, but so if you type in API, which just stands for Application Programming Interface, you can go System List, and you get a bunch, all kinds. It took me so long to dig through this stuff. Anyway, from this list, I was able to figure out the command, the specific command I needed to control the volume. And it took me a little while to figure out the actual number to use for here. I was trying like 1, 2. It just wasn't moving or working. But I finally got it. So I'll just show you what happens if anybody cares. Let me just do the rested. We're getting to the end. So right now it's at 15%, right? If I log out of the game and come back into the game, it will just slide back up to 20%. I don't know why. Blizzard just wants it at 20%. There it is, 20%. So if I click the micro down here, boom, 15. Anyway. We've got a couple of quests to turn in. I hope you guys and gals are doing well today. Not doing too bad. The engraved ring.
Speak quickly. If you want to find the husband or beloved who gave Delia her ring, then speak with Magistrate Severin in Brill. He should have records of recent deaths and,
I'll just leave
with
the
luck,
voiceover.
can discover who Delia is. But I wouldn't hope. Whoever gave her the ring is probably dead, or if he's undead, he probably no longer cares about Delia. In preparation for an assault on Shadowfang, 2 Deathstalkers were sent to the keep to gather intelligence. It has been many days and they have not returned, but we must receive their report if we're to have any hope of a successful attack. So here is your task, adventurer. Go to Shadowfang Keep to the south and find the Deathstalkers Adamant and Vincent. Find them, and if they require aid, then give it. This mission is as dangerous as is it critical, adventurer. Do not fail.
Okay, well, I don't work for you, but I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, the voice add-on over I'm using, you can find it on CurseForge. It's pretty nice.
Wish to speak?
I've used it before.
Ah, what is this? This shell has an inner glow as if it still pulses with life. Amazing. I must study it further. Thank you, adventurer.
Yeah,
With
don't
luck,
mention it.
this shell will hold a secret I can use to aid the poor land of Silverpine.
Alrighty.
Speak quickly.
No, I don't think I will. So we can't use that. So I just realized it's Delia. I've always said Delilah, but I just heard that NPC. Well, he said it 2 different ways, but it is Delia. I tend to do this when I'm reading. I'll just kind of say the wrong thing. It is Delia. We can't use that. All right.
Our time will come.
So I posted some things on the auction house. I'm hoping some of them will sell. We got another quest to turn in right over here. This is Yuri's grave. And I'll show you what we're going to be working on today. One is a little risky. I still might not do it, even though it's green. It revolves going into the back of a cave. Some easy XP there. Do we want anything over here? I definitely don't want that quest. Oh, Journey to Hillsbrad. We can just pick this one up. We're not going to... Obviously, we're not doing Deathstalkers, Shadowfang Keep. It's a dungeon.
I'm listening.
Can't get into groups.
The Royal Apothecary Society is under extreme pressure from the Dark Lady to develop a new plague. We are working diligently and have made much progress. It is our belief that the success will be achieved much faster if we share information amongst the society. For that reason, I want you to deliver my latest findings to Apothecary Leiden in Tauren Mill, a small town nestled in the Hillsbrad foothills. The journey will be a long one. Head south and stick to the roads. Follow the signs closely.
Alrighty. We have our orders, as it were. So, first thing we're going to do is roll over to Fenris Isle. We'll see if we can get the Rothhide Ichor. I do have the Hearthstone set, so we can hearth back easily. If we have time, we'll come down this way, do the Dalaran pendants. And there's also this quest, which I don't know if I want to do. The Head of Grimson. He's in the back of the cave. If those are level 14 to 15 mobs, probably we'll do it, but I don't know. Caves aren't... they're not a good thing for a hardcore challenge. Do-do, do-do-do. Do-do, do-do-dee. Not so scary over here anymore. Let's get warmed up here. We got new, we can conjure better water now. We're only making 2 right now. Oops, what is my wand? Oh, Shift F. All right. I need to change that, I believe, because... Yeah, I do need to shift... I need to do this, because this is the opposite on the Goblin Priest. Shift Shift button 4, my mouse button, is my wand cast. I can't have the same keybind doing two different things. Just no way I can handle it. Let's get warmed up here a little bit. It's been a few days since I've been on the character. A little bit rusty. We've not killed this guy yet. I wonder if after... I think after we do this, we'll get a quest to eliminate Fenwick here. But let's get rid of him right now. This is exactly why I wanted Blink. A chest over here, my friend? No. Got some bread conjured up. We'll keep our dampened magic up over here. These things can put a curse on us, but guess what? We can remove curses. Where's that ability? Right here. Remove lesser curse. We also have a fire ward. I have evocation we now have. And I have mana shield. All new abilities for us. Mana shield will absorb damage and it'll eat... it'll take away our mana. So what'll happen there? Could have worded that a lot better. No, that's a quest item that we will not be doing, but I'm just going to keep it in the bag because you'll keep picking it up, or you can pick it up. I've actually never gotten it on the first kill like this. So this, I don't know why in the hell these are green mobs or a green quest. I guess the majority of these are green. Let's just be damn careful in here. What the hell? Oh, it's got a global CD on it. Got a disease on us. I can't do anything about a disease. What does it do? It's just really the intellect that affects us. But hopefully my arcane intellect, it offsets that a little. Yeah, there's a... so it shares the... It's got a global CD, so I gotta keep that in mind. I'm a little bit rusty right now. I feel like I don't know. I just feel a little bit off. Hopefully this won't take very long. I do not like this area, really. But, yeah, the talking head, you take it in here to the back. You take it to a mound of dirt, and then he'll have you... He wants you to go into the keep. Go to like a hidden alcove, which is like a bookshelf. You guys can do what you want, but I would not suggest going into that keep, especially inside. Like, it's one thing just going in the gate there, It's pretty damn risky. Oh my god. Okay, not good. Gotta look at how far away we blink. 20 yards. Okay. Anyway. Hope you guys, gals, are doing well today. It's 10 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday. Man, I had some... Jesus, I had nightmares. Like early this morning. I'd woken up. And then gone back to sleep, and good God. The strangest crap. Man, these things are high level. These freaks. But luckily casters typically have a lot less health than a melee type of mob would. Got these things over here too, which is quite strange because as the Horde, you don't have to do anything with these. You don't believe. I doubt they're for the Alliance. I guess it could be. But it just seems weird that they would have mobs in the game that you never interact with. But, I mean, they fit the area, so maybe that's the only reason they're there. If you want to farm them, you can. Maybe they drop something useful. There you are. I was wondering where you were. Looks like you missed your curse, fool. Alright, pretty good drop rate. It's usually it's nowhere near this good. I've been here as long as an entire episode trying to get this before. Gotta be honest, it felt nice trying to figure out the sound problem because I lost my job. I'm a programmer, and I've not done any programming really since I lost that job. So it felt good to... I mean, as ridiculous as it sounds, I literally did one line of code. But still, it was, you know, it's good to keep your mind active, and you know, if you don't do something for long enough, you get a little bit rusty, and you know, you can forget things. At least I can. But it came back pretty easy. you've never programmed before, the language can look just completely foreign. I know it did to me when I'm self-taught, and when I was teaching myself, I had to do things over and over and over again until some of it just kind of started to make sense, and I started to recognize some of the commands and things. I think if you learn young enough, it's different. And I actually learned the basic program language in like 79 or 80. I would have been like 9 or 10 years old, and it just, I don't know, I just ate it up and absorbed it. Now, the basic program language is, you know, can you still use it? Sure. Is it functional? Yes, but is it efficient? No, not at all. But it's fun. It's a fun little, easy little language. It evolved.
Well done.
Yeah, okay, well, I've never gotten that stuff that quickly before. Let's get rid of this head here. Yeah, don't need that. Quest item and quest item. We got a little wool, which is nice. I will be selling the linen. We no longer need the linen because we're on to wool bandages. Let's make up some wool bandages. Yeah, back then, if you bought a computer, well, at least the one I had a Tandy 80 computer, a TR-80. And I think I had one with one of the first color monitors, you know. This was a little teeny thing. The monitor was attached to the keyboard. It came with a tape recorder, a tape cassette recorder, which is this box, and you put a tape cassette in to save your work onto, because the computer essentially had no storage, like nothing. We're talking about kilobytes. Yeah. Kilobytes of RAM. Kind of crazy. I wish I still had that computer. You can buy them from eBay, and I've thought about doing it, but I programmed a video game. Like, it came with the manual, right? And I just read the manual, and it had like a sample thing you could do. The old Hello World, you know, you could do that, and then so I made this. Well, I'm going to call it a video game. It was essentially a first-person game, and I didn't even know what that meant back then, but it's kind of the only way I knew how to do it. But you would walk through these corridors that I made with literally just pixels on the screen, with lines on the screen, and you could go into doors, which were just rectangles, and go into rooms, and I was able to place like boxes or just basic shapes in the room. Couple 100 lines of code for something that it was about 5 minutes of gameplay. Yeah. But I remember I was so proud, and like my mom was blown away, my younger brother was blown away. Because that was all new, man. That home computers, and they were fucking expensive. You can look up the prices of home computers when they first came out in the late 70s and early 80s. And then they blew up with video games and everything. But I don't know. I do not know to this day how I got it for a birthday present. It could have been, it might have been a little bit later. I might have been like 11 or 12, possibly 13. So somewhere between 80 and 1983, I think. But I've always assumed that my grandfather, my mom's mom, bought it for me because we didn't have money. There's no way she would have been able to afford that. And at the time, it was just me and my mom and my brother for a little bit. My dad wasn't in the picture. And my stepfather, they had such a toxic relationship. They would get together and then they would fight like cats and dogs, and she would leave, and so we were living in this. Oh my gosh, it's old Vice Jaw. It's a rare bear. It's not a Care Bear, but he is a rare bear. Drop some simple gloves. I've never seen him over here. Not an upgrade for us. I usually see him down this way. Anyway, we were living in this terrible place. They actually used to be army barracks or something, and they converted them into... Where's my... Okay, there's Arcane Explosion. I need Arcane Explosion for these protectors, because they will summon like a little snake, and the pushback you get is ridiculous. It's not keybound. It needs to be keybound. Anyway, it was a scary place. It was across the street from an older part of our base that was no longer being used. It was like this big empty field and all these weird buildings and shit. And there was this big barbed wire fence. Literally across the street, there was this ditch and this big barbed wire fence, and I would have to ride the bus. And there was a murder. Somebody killed a woman and just dumped her body in that ditch, literally about 50 yards from where we were living. Everybody, all the kids were talking about it on the bus. Somebody had seen it. Okay. I gotta focus up a little bit here. So the pendants only drop from the protectors here. I need to keybind my Arcane Explosion. I don't use it very often. But it would be helpful. Anyway, I'm assuming my grandfather bought that for me. I don't know how else we could have gotten that. Because nobody in my family had money. Let's just get rid of this apprentice. Oh, Frostbolt, huh? Should put that up. I remember the first computer I put together. It had a 286. A 286 megahertz computer, but some of the first ones I used were like 33 megahertz. But that first, the Tandy, I don't even know what it was, the processing speed. I doubt it was even that much. It's kind of insane to think about. Look at that, we dodged that or resisted it or something. There's some Tiger's Eye. That'll sell. Be careful here. You've got patrols right there. They are. I'm just going to mark them up. Well, they're out of range now. There's another quest to go into this building and get a staff, but hard pass. You're almost guaranteed to die. Unless you've got somebody with you or a little group or something, but that is really hard to solo. I just saw something over here spinning around. Look at that. That's not fair. His Frostbolt, he has even further range than I do with my Fireball. I've got 35-yard range on Fireball, and I was out of too far away, and he was casting his Frostbolt on me. Come on, Sally. Come on. It's like, well, you're a noob. Get those better spell ranks, bro. The Dalaran Wizard's a robe. We had that before. Got a little mage here. The quick flame ward? Are you kidding? Flew up the flame ward. Which brings up the question, why am I not using my flame ward? We need this up. It's because it's a new spell. I'm not used to using it. He put it up a split second before that killing fire ball hit him. Okay, so it's 30 seconds, and it's a 30-second CD. Gotcha. I can't have you going over there, my friend. I wanted to narc on you, bro. I know you did. There they are. Let's mark them up. Wait, what did I get? Oh, a hatchet. Yeah, I'll take no damage from that. Oh my gosh, Fire Ward's so good. So good. Dalaran Pendant. Yeah, it's death in here. That is a tough quest, man. It's insanely difficult. Is it insane in the main membrane difficult? Yes, it is. Is this a patrol behind me here? It actually is. Okay. Kill them quick enough, they don't get a chance to summon their little cobra, or whatever the heck it is. pretty good. And if I'm close enough, when she throws up her fire ward, just switch over to Frostbolt. Like a legend. Do 2 casts, and then we'll put the fire ward up. There's some bruiseweed there. It's a higher level herb. Really wanted there to be a chest in there. Be careful about pulling stuff. Standing in front of a door, sometimes there can be a mob like right here, and you'll have obviously 2 things on you. Or there's a chance anyway, I guess, right? Go. She just walked out of Frostbolt range. Wow, that's just like OP. That's not like a specific amount. It just absorbs the fire damage. Oh, it's 165. Okay. I was like, that's insane. If you just don't take any. So Mage is pretty good against Ragnaros, right? So is there a mob in there? I actually don't see one. We can use the fence here to our advantage. It's a frustrating thing trying to PvP against a mage if you're melee. You have no charge or whatever, just trying to get... You're just like, oh my god, let me just get a swing on this cloth-wearing ass. It can be so frustrating. Oh man. Okay, I gotta reset here. Stuff's popping up on me. So the best place to stand is right on top of something you just killed. There's a protector. Man, between Fire Ward and the Mana Shield, pretty damn good. Really? Did you walk out of range for both of them? Spellbinder cloak, you say? It's actually not an upgrade. That's a shame. It's interesting the music change. There's the Flame Ward, so switch over to Frostbolt. And just die. Solid play by the NPC. Well, fairly solid. You see me casting Firebolt, you probably put up your Fire Ward. But then I'd just be complaining about that. Oh, look at this, man. I have no buffs up. Solid play by me. That's a pretty big deal. Did you see that? She switched over. Switched over to Frostbolt. There's those freaks down there. Here's a protector. Two more pendants. They don't want to give them up. Where's the other one? There's usually always a mob right here. Or always two. Oh, they're over there.
Well done.
Lovely. Tell you what, we're just going to hearth back. Save a little time.
Very good. This ichor will help us understand the nature of the
It's
rot
ichor.
hides and may show us their weakness, if they have one. I have reduced the ichor you brought me and separated it into its base components. My findings are not conclusive, but I have determined that warlock and necromantic magics were used in the ichor's creation. While I continue to study the ichor, I want you to take a sample to Bathor Ishard in the Undercity. Bathor is not an apothecary, but his knowledge of magic may help to unravel the mystery of the rot hides. Go. You will find Bathor in the magic quarter of the Undercity.
Young Frankenstein fan, huh? Is it Igor?
What would you ask of death? Dalar has found that the weaving is quite far along, despite the setback. A wizard of great power is guiding the magic energy. He must be stopped quickly. An archmage of great power is overseeing the reactivation of the ley energy node. With the progress they have made...
I know, I'm so sorry, but we can't do that quest. You can close it there. Okay. Yeah, so... Pretty sure I already hit that. We're gonna hide that. Alright, well, no, we're not done. We might be done. This is dangerous as hell, too. I'm not gonna do this till it's green. What is this? Is reward? No, it's 7 silver. This is an absolute... That's a mistake. I'm going to abandon the quest. It's a mistake to go into that cave. 100%. Anyway, let's sell a few things. Well, we'll go down and do a repair as well. Quite happy with the new abilities. Have to keybind some of them. There's an armorer over here.
Hello.
How you doing, brother? I might be able to sell that. The linen. It's probably not going to sell. Tiger's Eye might sell. Bear meat. That might sell. I doubt that'll sell. It's a white item.
Our time will come.
There's that heartbeat. Kind of cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up right here. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You guys and gals take care. Susie and I will catch you in tomorrow's episode.
Good luck.
Peace.